I'm 28 years old and I have been training for about a little bit over 10 years now. And during that whole time, I also got my undergraduate degree, my graduate degree, and now I work in it, my health and fitness industry, both as a profession and it's also still a obsession and hobby of mine. But this wasn't the end goal when I first started. When I first started, I was just a scrawny little dude that just wanted to impress girls because I was just a very small type of guy back when I was 16, 17 years old. And I figured the fastest way to impress a girl was to start working out. Put on some size, put on some muscle, get a little stronger, and I really thought that was going to be the magic that worked. And of course, it did help a little bit, I'm not going to lie. And it did help improve and boost my confidence a lot more, along other things along the way. And it's like you come for the gains, but you stay for the longevity. And during that whole time, I have trained many different ways, and my goals, my reasoning, and my joy for it all has evolved over the years. And with that, I have found the gym to be my safe space, has been place of play for me, a place for me to let out aggression, a place for me to make it really be my own, and I'm very comfortable in the element of all, environment of it all. And I understand it's not the same for a lot of other people. Many people are very polar opposite of me, where they have difficulties and struggles and challenges of losing weight. And once they are able to lose the weight or build the muscle or whatever like that, many people do have difficulty keeping that weight off for the long term to stay in a healthy body weight, BMI status, blood markers, all those different stuff. People just have difficulty keeping the weight off. Like there's many different statistics and meta-analyses that have been done out there to where as soon as even 2 years, half of people who lose a substantial amount of weight gain it back. And then several other studies have looked at people past 5 years, and many people regain a lot, about 80% of people regain all the way back again. And so you may be thinking, what's wrong? Like, how are some people able to be successful, and how are some people not so successful? And when it comes to like New Year resolutions, also, like, since it was just the new year just about a month ago, a lot of surveys out there, and the data over the years have put out around 40-50% of people who do the surveys also have some type of health and fitness goals. But why is it that so many people want to lose weight and get healthier, improve their fitness and health, but so many people struggle to actually achieve it in the long term? They're able to do it, but then they have difficulty keeping it off. What's the thing? Is it discipline? Do you gotta have more motivation, more willpower? And there's a lot of different science out there, from many different avenues and angles, but from my perspective, I think it's because people don't like it. Like, people aren't having fun. Like, you're not finding some way to have fun with this stuff. And I pull back on like me doing my work, or really anything in life that requires me to put an honest, intentional effort into things. And like many things, I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to go to work every single day. I don't want to do certain things, chores, activities, and things like that. But I find some way to make it fun for myself. It's almost like a way of gamifying things. So when it comes to like the gym, yes, it started with one reason, but it evolved. And then, of course, I have a little more pressure now because it's part of my profession. And that does open a door to suck out some of the joy sometime. But I try to reframe things, and I look at it as I'm still a child kind of playing this. Like, if you view the gym is just a playground and you get to go play. It's so freeing, and it's everyone else in the building are all there for the same type of goal. And it's the one part of your day where it's like me thinking back when I was a kid on the playground, and I can just explore my curiosities and just test my limits and see what happens, and just play and tap in that flow state and just see what I'm capable of. And there's lessons that come after that, but it's all sparked and led with curiosity. And I think that's my way that I've been able to sustain my longevity with fitness, my health, and my fitness over the years, is that I found someone to like this stuff by having fun. And the way I like it has changed and evolved over the years. And I allow it to evolve over the years, just by however way it needs to be. There was a season where I was really competitive. There was a season where I really wanted to do group fitness classes, and there's another season where I'm just exploring my range of motion and movements and diving more into my studies because my curiosity led me in that direction. And then obsession followed after all the action and motion. And I feel like that's a key essential component that many people kind of miss and people lose, is that they enter the gym, they enter this whole process of looking at the end goal, the destination, the target, and they try to willpower it, find motivation, and just white knuckle discipline it through the whole process without ever finding a way to find joy out of it. Because yes, you want to be serious when it matters, when you're training intensely, or if you have a barbell on you, you're for competition or etc. That whatever goal you're trying to reach for, but the core essence of it, I feel like you have to have fun. It's kind of like if you go through life and you're always too serious, then where's the joy in all that? It's almost like you're swinging the pendulum too far in a direction of almost feeling like you're robotic. And I think that's a big component that many people miss, is you need to find some way to have fun with this stuff. Because if you look at people who are able to do this in the long term and keep the weight off, or be able to find new strength, find someone to have fun, they're like magnetic, they're like radiating off energy of like, how are you having so much fun with this stuff? Like, are you just here because of discipline? Like, what is it? And there's times where it will be discipline of like, I say I'm this type of person and I'm going to show up and I'm going to do this thing for self-respect and confidence and everything else that like follows with that stuff, yes. But I believe a majority, the big chunk of it is I have fun with it. I generally find some way to have fun with this stuff. And from my observation, it's how people have that longevity in their training, in their fitness, and they have some type of curiosity that they're exploring. They're not just looking at it from a lens of what do I have to lose, how do I white knuckle this, how do I just put my head down and grind. It's they add a huge dose of what am I curious about? What can I add? How can I explore my strength and my range of motion, different activities by myself, with friends, rock climbing, swimming, lifting, group fitness classes, CrossFit, Orange Theory, whatever that may be, and you just find some way to have fun with it. Like, I love seeing people at the gym cheering each other on and finding their own circle and communities and tribes in it. And it's like some people show up to the gym and hang out afterwards after their sessions just because they want to talk to their friends. It's finding joy and enjoyment out of it. And this is something I challenge you, is that if you feel like your love for fitness or just your viewpoint on it is like dipping, ask yourself this question of, if I were to do this, what would this look like if it was fun to me? What would it look like if it was fun to you? And whatever that may be, try to do that. If it means going to a different gym, maybe it means getting a different outfit, maybe it means training a different way, maybe it means releasing some of that thoughts of I need to lose weight into how do I become strong? How do I become a kid that I'm playing? And so that's something I really challenge you, because from my 10 years of training and observation, that I feel like that's a really big key component that keeps people in this in the long term. And if you can do it for the long term, then you're good, because throughout all the different seasons and all the changes you'll go through and all the evolutions of who you are as a person, if you can find some way to have fun with this and allow the fluidity of it to change with you, then you're going to be in it for the long haul. And it's just makes the whole process so much more, lack of a better term, enjoyable. It makes it so much better, and you don't have to willpower or motivation. Sometimes that comes in, but majority of the time you're leading with, I just want to go play. And so if you can go play, then you're tapping that flow state, and you never want to leave. And if you don't want to leave, then you're onto something. So yeah, I think I want to end there. So, thank you guys for listening and watching. I'll catch you in the next one.